Hello, Standard 9. We are going to begin with the chapter The Union Legislature. Already, some topics are taught to you, and now in this video, I'll be explaining to you about Lok Sabha. So, Lok Sabha is the lower house of the parliament. It is also called House of the People. Okay, because it is a representative body of the people, because the members of the Lok Sabha are directly elected by the people. The next thing which you have to know, it's about the composition of the Lok Sabha, how the Lok Sabha is composed. So the maximum strength provided by the constitution, maximum strength of the Lok Sabha as provided by the constitution is 552. Out of this, 530 members shall represent the states, 20 members shall represent the union territories, and 2 members from the Anglo-Indian community shall be nominated by the president. So this is the composition of the Lok Sabha, where you have how many members? According to our constitution, 552. Okay. Then 530 are elected by the states, or you say that they are representing the states. 20 members represents the union territories, and 2 members they represent Anglo-Indian community. They are now nominated by the president. But this is a condition. Suppose if he feels that the president feels that the community has been adequately represented, okay, then only. So here the next you have seats are allotted to the different states and union territories in the Lok Sabha at, on the basis of their respective population. Okay, so how the seats are given to the states? Because some states are having more number of seats, some states are having less number of seats. For example, you see Uttar Pradesh has 80 seats in the Lok Sabha, whereas Mizoram, Nagaland, Sikkim, they are having only one seat. Why? Because population is less. So here how the seats were given to all the states. It were given based on the population. The next you have division of state into constituencies. So each state and union territories is divided into number of areas, and these areas are called constituencies for the election purpose. Okay, so constituency has well marked boundaries for the smooth holding of the elections. So what is constituencies? It is well marked boundaries for the smooth holding of the election. Okay, now the next you have reservation of the seats. So in the Lok Sabha, some seats are reserved for the scheduled caste, some seats are reserved for the scheduled tribe, and 2 seats are reserved for Anglo-Indian. Oh, and the president is empowered to nominate these 2 Anglo-Indians. So here, scheduled caste, 84 seats are reserved for scheduled caste. Then 47 seats are reserved for scheduled tribe, and 2 seats are reserved for Anglo-Indian community. The next you have election to the Lok Sabha. How the members of the Lok Sabha are elected. The members of the Lok Sabha are elected directly. They are elected directly or directly elected by the people. Okay, based on the universal adult franchise. How the members of the Lok Sabha are elected? Directly elected by the people based on or on the principle of universal adult franchising. Are you understanding here? Now here then, what is universal adult franchising? Means citizen of the age of 18 and above have the right to vote. This is the meaning of universal adult franchising. Then how the election to the Lok Sabha are held? By secret ballot. It is held by secret ballot. What is the meaning of secret ballot? Which means voter can cast their vote secretly without any fear. They also saved from the pulls and pressures of the politicians. And moreover, no ill feeling is created. We don't see any ill feeling. Okay, so this is the secret ballot. Why the our vote is secret? Because it saves us from the pulls and pressure of the politician. No ill feeling is created. The next we have qualification for the members of the Lok Sabha. What are the qualifications for the members of the Lok Sabha? He should be a citizen of India. He should be at least 25 years old, means the minimum age to be a member of the Lok Sabha is the age of 25. He should have his name in the electoral roll in any part of the country. He should not hold any office of profit under the state or the central government. Means if he is in the central government job or the state government, he has to resign from that to become the member of the Lok Sabha. There are other qualifications also. Okay. Though what are the other qualification? He should possess such other qualification as may be specified by the parliament. Okay. From time to time. He should not be unsound mind. He should not be an insolvent, that is, he should not be in debt. So these are the qualifications for the members of the Lok Sabha. Then the next we have disqualification of the members of the Lok Sabha. What are the disqualifications? If he holds any office of profit either under the government of India or any of the state government, means this is called double office of profit. If he is holding double office of profit, if he becomes a member of the Lok Sabha and still he is in the government job, either in the state government or in the central government, he will be disqualified. Second, if he is unsound mind, mentally unsound, okay, and declared so by a competent court, or it is declared unsound by the court, unsound mind by the court, then he can be disqualified. If he is an undischarged insolvent, means if he is under debt, okay, DEBT, debt, कर्ज में है, then he can be disqualified. If he has ceased to be a citizen of India, if his citizenship is ceased, okay, that means he also is not a citizen of India. So uh, he can be disqualified of the Lok Sabha. Now the next is the term of the Lok Sabha. Okay, what is the term of the Lok Sabha? The Lok Sabha is normally elected for 5 years. Okay, term of the Lok Sabha is for 5 years. So in today's class, you studied about the Lok Sabha, where you studied that it is the lower house. Then I taught to you about the composition, where you are supposed to study according to Constitution. 552 seats are there in the Lok Sabha. 530 seats are represented by the state. 20 seats are represented by the Union Territory, and 2 members from Anglo-Indian. Seats are allotted to the different states and the union territories in the Lok Sabha on the basis of their population. Then each state and union territory is divided into number of areas which are called constituencies for election. Seats are reserved for the scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, and 2 seats are reserved for Anglo-Indians who are nominated by the president. Election to the Lok Sabha. The members of the Lok Sabha are directly elected by the people based on the principle of universal adult franchising. Then you studied about our vote is secret. Okay, because it saves us from pulls and pressure of the politicians. Moreover, no ill feeling is created. Next, qualification for the members of the Lok Sabha should be a citizen of India, should be at least 25 years old, should have his name in the electoral roll in any part of the country, and should not hold any double office of profit either in the state or the central government. Disqualification if he holds any profit, office of profit, either under the government of India or any of the state government, if he is unsound mind, if he is undischarged insolvent, or if he has ceased to be a citizen of India. And term of the Lok Sabha is 5 years. So please learn this. This is not complete. Lok Sabha we have not completed. So only so much up to terms of the Lok Sabha. The remaining it will be explained to you in the next class. Thank you very much.